My manners matter. My manners matter.
I'll show respect, be polite and be thoughtful.
My manners matter. My manners matter. My manners matter. My manners matter.
I'll show respect, be polite and be thoughtful.
My manners matter. My manners matter. My manners matter. My manners matter.
Hello, my wonderful listeners out there. Welcome to Everyday Manners with Lady Franca on Hallmark Radio. Yes, that's me from Orax Consult, where we fine-tune individuals through etiquette, social skills, and diction polish for a better version of themselves. Hey, I am so passionate about seeing people, especially young people, develop character and succeed in life that I also work with Positive Values Initiative International, a non-profit, as the national coordinator. Please be sure to tune in later to this same channel, Hallmark Radio, and connect with us. Once again, welcome to Everyday Manners. Did you know that research has shown that 85% of skills that employers look out for in employees are all soft skills, which include etiquette and social skills? Your intellectual knowledge, your technical skills make up only 15%. Yes, I mean your first-class status after 4 good years in the university amounts to only 15%. The major part of us is about our behavior, how we talk, how we conduct ourselves, how we relate and interact with people around us. Behavior actually sets humans apart from animals. You know, there is a way people will behave sometimes, and you hear people make statements like, "He was so beastly," or "Are you behaving like an animal?" Yes, behavior matters. Our etiquette and social skills tell a lot about us. They reflect our personality, our level of professionalism, our educational background, and even reflects our status in the society. Now, modern day etiquette and social skills are based on the principles of respect, politeness, kindness, consideration for others, and much more. And we need these to be able to live and work together in harmony, whether it be at home, at work, or at play. So, here at Everyday Manners with Lady Franca, we shall be dropping short lessons on etiquette and social skills that will enhance our lives and help us always put our best foot forward. Why? Because my manners matter and your manners matter. It's for everyone, both young and old. Now, let's take a break and we'll be back for the first lesson on Everyday Manners.
Everyday Manners with Lady Franca on Hallmark Radio, adding finishing touch for a better version of you.
Welcome back to Everyday Manners with Lady Franca. Oh, I'm so excited to share the lesson of the day with you. Greetings and introductions. Yes, the importance of greeting people cannot be overemphasized. As simple as it sounds, it can portray us in a positive or negative light. It can actually earn you a job or make you lose one. Here's an experience shared by an older friend of mine. She told me that while she was job hunting as a younger girl, she got a job in a school. And that day she was invited to come pick up her letter of employment. And she got to the school that day. At the reception, she walked past the woman and went straight to the head teacher who had interviewed her and greeted happily. The head teacher asked her to wait a minute. Then she told me actually that a thought flashed through her mind. You just walked past somebody without even a word of greeting. But she brushed it aside. Well, I don't even know her. But after a few minutes, the lady got up, goes through a door into an inner room. Then later, the head teacher gets a phone call, gets up and goes through the same door into the inner room. Now she got fidgety. What's going on here? It didn't take long. The head teacher came out and said, I'm sorry, madam, we cannot employ you. And she wondered, why? I thought you asked me to come pick up my letter of employment. And the head teacher said, yes, of course. As a matter of fact, your letter of employment is ready. But you know what? That lady that was sitting down over there a while ago is actually the school owner. And she said you walked into the room without even a word of greeting. And she's wondering what you will actually teach the children. You see, education is not just only about mathematics and English. It is about the total child. Manners matter. You know the rest of the story. My friend didn't get that job. So, let's learn to greet people when we meet them. Greet when we enter a room or receive visitors. It's polite to say a greeting. And etiquette lays down 5 special S, which is called greeting essentials. Stand, smile, see, shake hands, and say. Stand to acknowledge people in greeting. That's why students are taught to stand when an adult enters the classroom. Smile. Give a welcoming smile. See simply means eye contact. When greeting and talking with people in general, it shows you're paying attention, you're really listening. It shows respect and it makes you appear confident. On the other hand, please avoid staring because that's rude too. Just stay in the middle. Averting the eyes makes one appear timid, dishonest, and not trustworthy. Then shake hands where applicable, yes. Some cultures and religions do not endorse handshaking, so be mindful of that. But where it's allowed, a firm handshake is advised. Avoid the iron grip handshake that makes you come across as rude, inconsiderate, and probably chauvinistic. Is that serious? Also, avoid the dead cold fish limp handshake that makes one appear weak and timid and lacking confidence. A firm handshake is the deal. Then finally, say the greeting. Don't just curtsy and walk past. Voice out the greeting. Good morning, John. Good evening, Mary. And for my young friends, in our culture in Nigeria, we do not address adults by their first names. And in general, only do so if the adult particularly requests to be so addressed. Otherwise, simply say, good day, ma, sir, miss, Mrs., Mr., as the case may be. And please, please, please reserve hi for your peers. Don't tell an adult hi. It sounds rude. All right, let's take a break here and let that sink in.
Orax Consult. We groom children, youth, and business professionals in the areas of etiquette, social skills, public speaking, diction, and phonics. Tune in today on Everyday Manners with Lady Franca on Hallmark Radio. Finish in touch for a better version of you.
Making introductions. It's good to learn how to introduce yourself and others, especially when in a gathering and when you meet someone new. Simply walk up to the person or the group with a smile and say, hello, or good day, I'm Lady Franca. Please, what's your name? Yes, as simple as that. You can even add one or two information about yourself and you're ready for a pleasant conversation. Also, when you're with two or more people who do not really know one another, just introduce them and say something that they probably have in common. That's a good conversation starter. For instance, "Hey Anne, meet John, my neighbor, a doctor. John, this is Anne, my colleague. Her brother is a doctor too." Another guideline for making a good introduction is to introduce a less-ranking person to a high-ranking person. For instance, look at your mom and say, "Mom, I'd like to introduce Peter to you. He's my colleague. Peter, meet my mom, Mrs. James." At work, you look at your boss and say, "Mr. Paul, please meet Adam, my neighbor. Adam, this is my boss, Mr. Paul." Very simple. So friends, let's go through the week, lighting up our world with a smile and a warm greeting, displaying a better version of ourselves. Greeting and introductions at Everyday Manners with Lady Franca on Hallmark Radio. Thank you for stopping by and see you next week.